Hi folks, Aaron here from Aaron's Practical Reviews. This video I'm filming on the R6 with the Sigma 18 to 35mm. It's probably pretty noisy here. I am in the center of City Hall in this small town. And I'm filming entirely on log 3 today. I bought this camera, spent $2,500 on this camera because I wanted to try new features. Shooting a log and color grading is one of the cool features that this has versus previous cameras that I've had. So, one of my favorite lenses of all time on every camera I've used it on, minus the 60 Mark II, because it's an EFS lens, and if you put it on an EF mount, you'll get vignetting, and it works, but it's not ideal. But luckily the R6 has an adapter, so all of my old lenses can work on this camera with the adapter. If that adapter did not exist, I would not have purchased the R6, because I am not spending all that money on the RF lenses when I already have all these nice EFS and EF lenses. So, you know, if I'm making a video about the Sigma, I'm coming to the flower garden. That goes without saying. If you were to equate the Sigma 18 to 35 to a car, for me it would have about 500,000 miles on it. That's how much I've used this lens over the years. Coming up close to it though, I'd say, is the Canon 24 to 70 f2.8. That is turning into one of my go-tos for everything. I still love this lens. I will never go away from this lens. I'll never sell it. This lens will maybe possibly go with me to my grave. Hey, so here we are in dark, swampy mosquito heaven. My shoes are soaked actually. I walked back here into this dark area. All right, let's move on. I got one more place to go. And by the way, so I've been filming on this now for maybe an hour and a half, all different places, like in the town, and then I'm here. My battery's almost dead. Yesterday, I made a similar video with the 60 Mark II. And it lasted me all day, and when I was done I still had like half to 3/4 of the battery life left. One aspect of the Sigma 18 to 35 that has to be talked about is the zoom ring. It's the smoothest zoom ring I've ever used. It's just so smooth. I can't explain it until you try it. If you own this lens, tell me what you think. So you've got the amazing zoom ring, you've got the f1.8 aperture from 18 to 35mm, and it's got crystal clear optics. 3 amazing features of this Sigma lens that the R6 uses to its fullest, especially in log mode, like I'm shooting right now. This is Canon log 3, and I believe this came with a recent firmware update. I don't think this comes stock, so you have to update the camera to get log 3. But log 2, any Canon log will allow you to make these adjustments that I'm going to be making here to give it better dynamic range. And it's almost like a photograph now, where I can literally expose for a bright area and make the rest of the image really dark, and then pull up the shadows in post, and it looks phenomenal. So there's so many advantages to using this lens. The biggest disadvantage I've found with the Sigma 18 to 35, the crop does make it a little bit tight in smaller areas, where in that situation I'll use the 14 to 24 Sigma. And then also, there's no image stabilization on this lens, so that's a big downer. But with the IBIS built into the R6, it adds a little more, it might add a little more stabilization while you're walking. I'll show you that here in a second. We're going to try it out. Because I'm really not 100% sure if IBIS works in crop mode. I'm guessing right now. So I'm going to walk and we're going to try it out and see if it works. But I better hurry because this battery's almost dead. All right, now we're gonna test out the image stabilization. There's a subject and a lock. This is at 18mm. We'll turn around and head back the way we just came. I'm trying to hold this as still as possible. Here. Hey, so this is what it is like walking and trying to vlog with it. God, I hate doing this. But that was a fun video to make. It's always fun to get out and do stuff. Get out and shoot. Even if it's just walking around, getting small town USA and then coming to the flower garden. I'm really hitting some shadows here. We're gonna see how well this log works for pulling these shadows up. But that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. I gotta go put this video together and then go to work.